A Coeur d'Alene police officer is back home tonight with his wife and baby daughter after being shot during a traffic stop Tuesday night. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna, in for Nadine Woodward. Officer Charles Hatley left Kootenai Health this morning, surrounded by a supportive crowd of family and friends. KXLY4's Ariana Lake continues our coverage of this officer shooting from Coeur d'Alene, where she captured the emotional words from Hatley at the hospital. Ariana?
Yeah, Officer Hatley shared some really deep words to thank his law enforcement community and his family, his wife, and the community that has stood by him through this entire incident.
This is a hero's welcome.
First off, thank you all guys for being here. I appreciate it.
It was a touching moment at Kootenai Health this morning as Coeur d'Alene police officer Charles Hatley was wheeled out of the hospital. He was met by some of the people who know and love him most, and his heart full of gratitude.
I'd like to take a minute to thank everybody in the community for all the support you've given me and my family over the past few days. It's extremely overwhelming, and it means more than any of you guys know.
Officer Hatley also thanked the staff at Kootenai Health who treated his gunshot wound Tuesday night after he was shot during an exchange of gunfire when he and Officer Taylor Beach went to help a third officer arrest a wanted felon, Curtis Ware.
I want to thank all the law enforcement community, and especially the officers that were there that night. I've only been here for a little bit of time, but through this incident, I've come to witness firsthand how big the law enforcement community really is.
The community now celebrating a hero's recovery as Officer Hatley looks ahead to the future with his wife and daughter by his side.
Most importantly, I'd like to thank my wife. She's been the greatest strength I have, and it comes from her and my little girl. And I'm just happy to go home and see her. So thank you guys for everything you've done. I really, really appreciate it.
Officer Hatley is expected to make a full recovery. He was the only officer shot that night. The suspect, though, involved was shot and killed. The investigation into exactly what happened is still ongoing. Reporting from Post Falls, Ariana Lake, KXLY4 News.
Ariana, thank you. Just hours after Officer Hatley was released from the hospital, local law enforcement helped kick off a fundraiser that helps police and firefighters during hard times. The 10th annual indoor charity ride and silent auction raises money for the Kootenai County Police and Fire Memorial Foundation, which gives grants to first responders and their families during an extended illness, injury, or death. Teams will bike for 12 hours today to raise money for the cause, but first, officers from North Idaho took a spin in full uniform. Coeur d'Alene Police Sergeant Jana Alleman says she's been involved in the event before, but this year it's especially timely.
It is a big struggle what we face this week, and you know it is difficult, but being here today makes me feel very proud for what I do.
This event is happening right now at the Peak Health Wellness Center in Post Falls. It runs until midnight.